Welcome to Beyond Kings 80. Welcome to Beyond Kings 80. Thank you for coming today. Let's go our first video. All of them are leaders, not God. All of them are leaders, not God. To you, Big Bible, you forget about ABC. To you, Big Bible, you forget about ABC. Video number 1. A child needs to learn to crawl and walk before he or she begins to stand. To you, a child needs to learn to crawl and walk before he or she begins to stand. Studying today with the little children first Bible. Studying today with the little children first Bible. First video. All of them are leaders, not God. Let's go to first video so you may know they are leaders. All of them, they are leaders. Let's go to our first video. God made everything in Him. God made everything. None of them is mentioned to help God. Let go. In the beginning, it was very dark. God said, "Let there be light." And suddenly, the world was filled with bright light. God made the sky and many lights to shine in it. He made mighty oceans and dipping creatures to swim in them. He made the earth and beautiful trees and flowers to grow on it. Now God looked at the land. He made all kinds of animals to live on the land. Finally, God made the man and the woman, Adam and Eve. They lived happily in a beautiful garden God made. God stopped to rest and admire this wonderful world. And God saw that it was very, very good. That is our first video. To you, None of them is God. Jesus in position. None of them is God. Muhammad in position. None of them is God. Mormon in position. None of them is God. Indeed in position. None of them is God. Alawin is one of them. None of them is God. Your father is one of them. None of them is God. Your mother is one of them. None of them is God. Your leader is one of them. Welcome to Beyond Kings. It is to you. Welcome to Beyond Kings. It is. We are here to reveal something that you put on lockdown and put in those members as God. And we as come at the first video has spoken to you and to your own. God made everything. Jesus was not there. Muhammad was not there. Mormon was not there. Your father was not there. Your mother was not there. Mormon himself was not there. Abraham himself was not there. King David was not there. Muhammad was not there. None of them were there. We have come. If you want to pray, you are in position. You want to pray. First video has said it, and we have come to tell you, as you want to pray, ask the coming of the sun to favor whatever it is. Ask the coming of the sun. Ask heaven and earth. Ask going down of the sun. As you begin to put on your leader in position to claim it under your leader, indeed God must answer. But if it took 3 to 4 years, no answer, we have gone directly from the son to his father, no middleman. Directly from the daughter to his father, directly, no middleman. All of them are leaders. You have right to ask Jesus, to ask God on your behalf. You have right. As you are seated, you have right to ask Muhammad himself, to ask God on your behalf. Indeed, you have right. You have right to ask Mormon himself, and to ask your own father and mother to ask God on your behalf. As took 4 years proclaiming that middleman must respond and is not taking place, ask directly from that son to the father, and he will answer. Is ready to answer Adam and Eve in position. He must answer heaven and earth in position. He must answer. God made everything. God himself made everything with no appointment. He made everything with no meeting. He himself made it all. As you move, know if you have not started the first reading of the scripture, so you may understand at the child. If you have not passed through that small little Bible as for children, you will not understand the next Bible that you're holding. Many can read that Bible, but not everyone understands it. Come back to this channel because second video is coming with different content. Share and subscribe is for you all. Whatever is for children need that Bible that the pastor is holding. When your pastor didn't pass by to read the small little Bible to make declaration to you or to him as the pastor today is Holy Bible, the big Bible that children are having a hard time. If you didn't understand at a small little child, the age of 15, that book of children, it's mean you must come back again and read it so you may know is existing. God is still on the throne. You understanding every child will make a step for you to be ardent as you proclaim. This is the first video. Look out for the second video. Bye bye for now. Welcome to Beyond King 80. Welcome to Beyond King 80. He's a leader in his sport and is willing to let you know you can ask him to ask God on your behalf. Correct? You need partnerships. Why not? Share and subscribe. Beyond King, Beyond King, Beyond King. Welcome to Beyond King 80. Welcome to Beyond King 80. To you and the other. To you and your own big Bible, you forget ABC. Big Bible, you forgot ABC. To you, all of them are leaders, not God. All of them are leaders, not God. To you, a child needs to learn to crawl and walk before he or she begins to stand. A child needs to learn to crawl and walk before he or she begins to stand. To you, is studying with a little children first Bible. Is studying with the little children first Bible. To you, is stop jumping to the Holy Bible. You will not understand it. To you, is stop jumping to the Holy Bible. You will not understand it. To you, this is why your prayers are not answered. This is why your prayers are not answered. How do you know that it is your father? Since you was born, you know him. How do you know is your mother? Since you were born, you know her. So you must start at a small child, understanding the Bible as a small child. As you pick up ABC, you have right to move to Holy Bible. None of them is God. Let go to number 2 video. The history of Adam and Eve. To you and to your own, the history of Adam and Eve. As we begin, God told Adam, look after the garden. You may eat the fruit growing any tree. God said, except the fruit on the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Eat that and you will die. A crafty servant whispered to evil, did God really say you must not eat that fruit? It will make you wise. Try a piece. Eve picked some of the fruit and ate it. So did Adam. Straight away, Adam and Eve realized they shall not have listened to the wicked servant. They both tried to hide. God said, "What have you done? Now you must leave this beautiful garden forever." Amen. Jesus was not there, and he says, "You both must leave this beautiful garden forever." Muhammad was not there. Mormon was not there. King David was not there. David was not there. None of them were there. God has spoken. You as Adam, you as Eve, you both must leave this beautiful garden forever. You have come to the Holy Bible and no answers at all. You have put it under your pillow. No dream at all. You have called somebody to read for them. No answers at all. You have called Jesus himself. No answers at all. You proclaim to call Muhammad and Mormon. No answers at all. You call Dengit, Alawin. No answers at all. None of them is God that is spoken. The history of Adam and Eve. The history of Adam and Eve. Hey, if you want to pray, you've been on lockdown, years has passed by. If you want to pray, ask the coming of the sun. Ask heaven and earth. Ask going down of the sun. Ask for wind. Ask God above us all, the creator of the universe, the one who's spoken in the story of Adam and Eve. You both must leave this beautiful garden forever. How long? Yes, how long you've been asking under those members? How long have you been praying under those leaders? How long? a text, no response. You believe you have the right phone number. You send the right email. No response. Hey, if you are tired of middlemen, if you are tired for the middlemen, you've been asking them and nothing is taking place. You need to begin to know from a son to the father can be confirmed as well. From the daughter to the father can be confirmed as well. And this is number 2 video concerning the history of Adam and Eve. Leave that Holy Bible. Begin to follow up with this Bible. As you complete them, go to that Holy Bible. You must know and surely understand what God Himself wrote it under your name. That's correct. You will begin to understand when is it a day that you will be mature and do something for God, not for Jesus. He lived in us. Jesus Himself said, you both may do beyond what you are seeing. On His own understanding, God Himself lived within Him as nobody can call and exchange the name Jesus to God Himself. Hey, welcome to Beyond Kings. Anything that you desire, you can serve that person or that thing as well. Even your own is own. You can serve him as well. Even your own house, you can serve him as well. Be careful if you are tired of middlemen. You can be answers as well. You can be answered as well. What is it? How many years now you joined the kingdom of Muhammad? How many years now you joined the kingdom of Jesus? How many years now you joined the kingdom of Muhammad? How many years now you joined the kingdom of David? How many years now you joined the kingdom of Halloween? How many years now? Hey, as we spoken, and you shall see why they call him God above them all. Welcome to Beyond Kings 80. Share and subscribe. for more. Next video is coming. That's correct. Next video is coming. Continue subscribing. Bye bye. Welcome to Beyond Kings 80. Welcome to Beyond Kings 80. To you, Big Bible, you forget ABC. Big Bible, you forgot ABC. To you, all of them are leaders, not God. All of them are leaders, not God. A child needs to learn to crawl and walk before he or she begins to stand. To you, a child needs to learn to crawl and walk before he or she begins to stand. Study with the little children first Bible. Study with the little children first Bible. Stop jumping to Holy Bible. You will not understand. Stop jumping to Holy Bible. You will not understand. This is why your prayers are not being answered. This is why your prayers are not being answered. None of them is God. Let go to our third or number 3 video. What did we say is above us all? Noah and his ark. Noah and his ark. To you and your household. Noah and his ark. God told Noah to build a huge boat. He told Noah to find 2 of every kind of animal and put them in the ark. God was sending a flood to cover the earth. It was no longer a good place to live. Lots of people were hurting each other and not listening to God. It began to rain and rain. Soon the earth was covered with water, but inside the ark, Noah, his family, and all the animals were saved. At last, the rain stopped. Noah sent a dove to search for a dry land. God promised never to send such a flood again. And Noah and to remain the people of this promise, God put a rainbow in the sky. You are there. You left the seasons of children, and you are holding exactly as what your pastors are holding. Whether they pass on the seasons of learning or knowing, I am a child. On my way, I must listen to my Father. On my way, I must listen to elders. You left them all without studying them, and you move to Holy Bible. Today, there is no dream. Today, you have no idea whether you are alive or dead, because there's no dream at all. As you continue reading it, there is no vision at all. As you continue reading it, you have not passed the seasons of children, but now you promote yourself as somebody who is as far by. But God Himself didn't qualify you. Many gone on that day of Noah and his ox. Many died that day. But God told him, two of any kind must be in your ox. And He has done it. You has been asking these members years has passed by. You been praying each and every day under these leaders. No response. You even believe you have the contact, but no response at all. We have done. Since the middleman is not helping you, since the middle woman is not helping you, you on your own as living, you on your own as living, as the coming of the sun, as heaven and earth, as going down of the sun, as for wind, as God above us all. As you begin to proclaim as living, you have no middleman. He must send somebody to answer that prayer. You've been years asking them so they may pray for you, for God to answer you. Years has passed by, no answer, no response. Where God Himself is living within you, as your body is a temple of God. None of them is God. None of them is God. Jesus in position. None of them is God. Muhammad in position. None of them is God. Mormon in position. None of them is God. Alawin in position. None of them is God. Your father in position. None of them is God. Your mother in position. Should I continue? This is number 3 video, as we call it, season 3. As you begin to view them, completing them as we put them live to you, it's time to pick up that holy Bible. As you pick it up, I tell you, 12 days will never pass by with no clarification of why you are alive. If you believe that there's no God at all, don't attach yourself to anything. Welcome to Beyond Kings 80. What you don't know, we shall let you know. And it's God above us all can answer us all. None of them is God. Share and subscribe. Wait for next season. Welcome Beyond Kings 80. Welcome Beyond Kings 80. To you and to your own Big Bible. You forget ABC. Big Bible. You forgot ABC. All of them are leaders, not God. I repeat, all of them are leaders, not God. A child needs to learn to crawl and walk before he or she begins to stand. A child needs to learn to crawl and walk before he or she begins to stand. Is studying with the little children first Bible. Is studying with the little children first Bible. To you, stop jumping to Holy Bible. You will not understand it. Stop jumping to Holy Bible. You will not understand it. This is why your prayers are not being answered. To you, this is why your prayers are not being answered. You proclaim it as part by. You don't want to listen to the content of little children, as we call them. You proclaim it as part by. So what they are doing as children is no longer yours. Indeed, we have come. None of them is God. None of them is God. Let go to season 4. Let go to season 4. Abram and his son. Abram and his son. One day, when Abram was an old man, 3 men came to visit him with a message from God. Your wife Sarah will soon have a baby boy. They said Abram had no children, and Sarah thought she was too old to have a baby. But sure enough, she soon had a little son called Isaac. A few years later, God spoke to Abram. Take Isaac, said God, and offer him back to me on the mountain. Abram loved and trusted God, so he did as God asked. Suddenly, an angel cried, "Stop giving this ram to God instead. You have obeyed God. He will bless your family forever." You are there promoting yourself. You don't want to hear what has happened to people that were born or were created before you. In years Abram been waiting, God sent angel to Abram and said to him, "You must do this," and he did it. As years has passed by, dream appeared again to Abram, speaking. God is speaking to him, not Jesus, not Muhammad, not Mormon. God himself was speaking to Abram, saying, you must offer me your son back to me. And today, you left this small understanding and you match your posture, which we never know. Maybe he never passed through these seasons of understanding as a child, knowing this is my father, knowing this is my mother, knowing who is above them all. Abraham, God spoke to him, not at the wind. Abraham and his son were going for a journey that his son have no idea where they are going. An angel of the Lord came and says, you obey God, take that ram and place your son with it. God will bless your family. If you've been praying under those members, no answer. You've been praying under those members, no response. Come to Beyond Kings 80. From a son to his father can be conformed. I repeat, from a son to his father can be conformed. And from a daughter to his father can be conformed. I repeat, from a daughter to his father can be conformed as well. Welcome to Beyond Kings, where the look for more seasons as you completed them all. You have right to hold the Holy Bible that your pastor is holding. That time you will know why you are alive. Yes, you will know what is written under your name. After you figure out 12 days will never pass by with no message. Complete all the seasons and go and figure out. See why they call him God. From there you can go to anywhere to speak him, as we call it, mountain. You can go anywhere. Nothing can harm you. But before that, complete seasons so that you may understand God is still on his throne, calling us his own children, and that is including your own father, is still on his throne, calling us his own children, that is including your own mother, and that is including Jesus himself, and that is including Muhammad himself, that is including Mormon himself. You've been trying it, no answer. 4 years has passed by. Try on your own. Kneel before your bed and ask directly. You will find the answer. There's a reason you are alive, and the scripture reveal it to you and us. Only living can ask, and he says, ask, and it shall be given. Knock, and the door shall be opened. I tell you, share and subscribe. Welcome to Beyond King 88. Welcome again and again. This is season 4. Welcome to Beyond King 88. Welcome to Beyond King 88. To you, Big Bible, you forgot ABC. Big Bible, you forgot ABC. To you, all of them are leaders, not God. All of them are leaders, not God. To you, a child needs to learn to grow and walk before he or she begins to stand. A child needs to learn to grow and walk before he or she begins to stand. Starting with the little children's first Bible. To you, stop jumping to Holy Bible. You will not understand it. Stop jumping to Holy Bible. You will not understand it. Yes, as part by, no dream. Yes, as part by, not even a vision. You will not understand it. This is why your prayers are not being answered. Yes, this is why your prayers are not being answered. A child knows who is the father or who is the mother because he grew up while he was seeing them, and he knows as he approached each one of them. So you must learn the vocabulary or the ways of how the child grew up. So as you begin to know that you are a child, indeed, time for people to let go of that name, that you are somebody that can own his own kingdom. It shall obviously arrive. Today, let go to season 10. A way to start walking as we begin to complete all the seasons. You have right to move to next level where you can pick any Bible and there shall be understanding because you completed all seasons of being a child. Let go to season 10. Daniel in the lion's den. Daniel in the lion's den. Daniel served the king of Babylon, but other men were jealous of him. These men told the king that praying God shall stop. No one shall be above the king. They said, anyone who prays to God must be thrown to the lions. Daniel loved God. He prayed just the same. So the king's men took him and threw him into a pit full of lions. The king liked Daniel and he was sad. He went to the lion's den fearing that Daniel would be dead. But Daniel was alive. God saved me, said Daniel. He sent an angel to close the mouth of the lions. As we said, none of them is God. All of them are leaders. God himself spoke to Daniel as they put him on lockdown that no one is allowed to pray. Nobody is above the king. Daniel is still doing so as he knows God is above his mother, as he knows God is above his father, as he knows God is above their own ancestors. To you, you must learn how to walk as a little child until your feet get stronger. Years will begin to pass by as many are still making a birthday today. Welcome to Beyond Kings 80. Welcome to Beyond Kings 80. To you, Big Bible, you forget ABC. Big Bible, you forgot ABC. To you, all of them are leaders, not God. All of them are leaders, not God. To you, a child needs to learn to crawl and walk before he or she begins to stand. A child needs to learn to crawl and walk before he or she begins to stand. To you, is studying with the little children first Bible. To you, is studying with the little children first Bible. Stop jumping to Holy Bible. You will never understand it. Stop jumping to Holy Bible. You will not understand it. This is why your prayers are not being answered. This is why your prayers are not being answered. How many years? How many years you've been praying? How many years you've been holding that Bible? How many years? Asking those members, Jesus in position, Muhammad in position, David in position, Mormon in position, wounded in position. How long? Let go to season 6. Let go to season 6. Joseph in Egypt. Joseph in Egypt. Joseph's brothers met trader going to Egypt, so they may pull Joseph out of the wall and sold him to those men. Joseph fell very alone, but he worked hard and he was able to help the king of Egypt. Joseph made sure the Egyptians had plenty of food, and the king was grateful. Joseph's dreams were coming true. One day, Joseph's brothers journeyed to Egypt looking for food to buy. They saw an important man there, but they didn't realize that he was their brother. Joseph recognized them. He forgave his brothers. He asked them to bring his father and to come and live in Egypt. My dear father, a gift that you give to somebody, and the person begins to dance. Even God above Muhammad, even God above Jesus, even God above mother and father, dance himself on his own throne. How long you be repeatedly praying multiple prayer, you sometimes mix them, not knowing you said it 2 minutes ago. Hey, you need to understand beyond kings as said it, as you are a son, proclaim your position and ask God regularly, as you proclaim as a daughter, ask your father regularly, no middleman. He lives within us. And as we live, we can do beyond what Jesus himself has done. Because he is dead, but he lives within, as Jesus said it. As multiple leaders are speaking it, he lives within us. Proclaim that position if you are a son. Proclaim that position if you are a daughter. Middlemen has took time, not just time, not just days, not just hours, not just months, is years as we begin to count, repeatedly jumping from church to church. I welcome to Beyond King 80. This is season 6. Wait for the next season. Share and subscribe. Share and subscribe. Welcome to Beyond King 80. Welcome to Beyond King 80. To you, Big Bible, you forget ABC. Big Bible, you forget ABC. To you, all of them are leaders, not God. All of them are leaders, not God. To you, a child needs to learn to crawl and walk before he or she begin to stand. A child needs to learn to crawl and walk before he or she begin to stand. To you, starting with the little children, first Bible, something that you left behind. Studying with little children. First Bible, something that you left behind. Stop jumping the Holy Bible. You will not understand it. Do you? Stop jumping the Holy Bible. You will never understand it. Hey, this is why your prayers are not being answered. To you, this is why your prayers are not being answered. A child knows his father because he was born in the same kingdom and grew up while he knows who is the mother or who is the father. In the routine, he will grow up calling them with their own name as mother represent, as father represent. At a child, have you ever passed by the small little Bible for children so that you may have a clue what your pastor is holding is different than what you are reading at a child? We has come to season 7. We has come to season 7 as you completed them on. You have right to go and pick up Holy Bible and begin to spread the gospel. You will be able to know what is written under your name. Today, season 7, as we begin, Moses in the bulrushes. Moses in the bulrushes. Many years went by, and the Egyptian forces the Israel people to be there, to be their slaves. A crucial king said, there are too many Israelis living here. All baby Israel's boys must die. One brave mother tried to save her baby son. She put him in a basket of reed and put the basket in the river. It was found by the king's daughter. She called the baby Moses. Little Moses grew up in the place when he was older. He became angry because the king allowed the Israelites to be beaten and treated badly. So he ran away and walked as a shepherd. My dear father, as a child, have you ever read or understand what Moses has been through, or what Israel themselves has been through? Have you seen it before? Have you read it before? Or where are you at today? Those are no longer your level. You are holy Bible, and there's no dream at all passing by. You are still holding that Holy Bible that your pastor is holding. No dream, not even a vision at all. and you are near to throw it away. Have you finished seasons of being a child? After you learn walking, after you learn to crawl, you may be able to walk and ask things in your own attendance. The reason you are not understanding the Holy because you didn't read the Bible that we call children. Indeed, we call them children. So do God. He called us. We are His own children. So as we are His own children, we must know we are following His own route the same way we are calling our children. Keep away from that holy Bible. Begin to follow up with seasons as we start at Beyond Kings 80 is for you to know none of them is God. They are leaders. All of them, they are leaders. And any leader can act in their own manner. Look into your leader. How did he grow up? Every leader lead in their own attendance. Look into your leader. How is leading today? Is it exactly what he was saying? Every leader have their own understanding. Share and subscribe. Welcome to Beyond King 80. Bye bye for now. Welcome to Beyond King 80. Welcome to Beyond King 80. To you, Big Bible, you forgot ABC. Big Bible, you forget ABC. To you, all of them are leaders, not God. All of them are leaders, not God. To you, a child needs to learn to crawl and walk before he or she begins to stand. A child needs to learn to crawl and walk before he or she begins to stand. Starting with a little children first Bible. Starting with the little children first Bible. Stop jumping to Holy Bible. Yes, stop jumping to Holy Bible. You will not understand it. This is why your prayers are not being answered. This is why your prayers are not being answered. A child knows who is the mother because he been there since he was born. A child knows who is the father because he was there since he was born. It started as a small child so that you can begin to learn how to speak to your own father or mother. Let go to season A so that you may know there's a small Bible for kids as we call kids. God is doing so in His own throne. He's calling us His own children, including your own mother and father, including Jesus in position. Let go to season A. Escape from Egypt. Escape from Egypt. One day, while Moses was looking after his sheep, he heard the voice of God. Moses told the king to free my people. At first, the Egyptian king refused to free his slaves. God sent flocks of flies and other terrible things until the king gave in and let the Israelites go. Moses let them out of Egypt, but it was not long before the king changed his mind and sent his soldiers chasing after them. When the Israelites reached the Red Sea, God parted the waves and they walked to safety on dry land. The Israelites were free at last. My dear father, proclaim at a child so God may know you are still recognizing your position as you call after all. He will answer you. As you begin to text, He will respond to your text. As you begin to send email, He will respond to your email. Let me tell you, begin to complete all the seasons at a time. As you finish them, move to the big Bible, as we call it, Holy Bible. As you begin to read it, I believe and we believe 12 days will never pass by with no clarification. Who are you and why you still alive? Share and subscribe. Welcome to Beyond Kings 80. Bye bye for now. Welcome to Beyond King 80. Welcome to Beyond King 80. To you, Big Bible, you forget ABC. Big Bible, you forgot ABC. To you, all of them are leaders, not God. All of them are leaders, not God. To you and your own. A child needs to learn to crawl and walk before he or she begins to stand. A child needs to learn to walk, to crawl and walk before he or she begins to stand. To you and your own. Study with the little children first Bible. Study with the little children first Bible. To you, stop jumping to Holy Bible. You will not understand it. Stop jumping to Holy Bible. you will not understand it. To you and the household, this is why your prayers are not being answered. This is why your prayers are not being answered. A child knows who is the father. A child knows who is the mother. And a child knows how to approach them all. As he or she needs something, let go to seasons 9. The 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments. God looked after the Israelites as they walked through the desert. When they reached a mountain called Mount Sinai, God told Moses to climb up it. When Moses reached the top, God gave 10 laws to live by. They are called the 10 Commandments. Do not talk to any other God but me. Do not pray to any statues or pictures of the earth, sky, or sea. Do not use my name rudely. Rest on the day I give you and keep it special. Love your mother and father and listen to what they say. Do not plot to kill anyone. Be faithful to your husband or wife. Do not steal. Do not tell lies about other people. Do not desire things which belong to other people. Welcome to Beyond Kings 80. As a child, you must learn these basics. As a child, as we call them, learn how to crawl, learn how to walk. All these things are part of you as a child, as your father and mother proved it. It is a time of knowing that you are able to ask questions, things that you desire or things that you want. You are no longer the same baby that they used to put the diaper on. You are no longer the same child that they used to put his pants on. Today, you are somebody that will be able to own a kingdom, a representative of God. The 10 Commandments as spoken, seasons 9 as spoken, that we must obey our own mothers and fathers and not speak his own name in vain or speaking it in rudely manner. God loves us all. Any follower that we see today, such as Jesus, such as Muhammad, such as Mormon, such as David, such as Halloween, all those leaders, including your own leader, it was in the land, including your own mother and father within that land or within that kingdom. We are his own. And we see somebody is doing in a right manner, we must follow as our leader and not God. Welcome to Beyond Kings. Season 9 has spoken concerning 10 commandments. As you, as child, know how to crawl and know how to stand before you begin to speak on our things that you desire. None of them is God. None of them is God. And that is including your own mother. That is including your own father. That is including Jesus himself. That is including Muhammad himself. That is including others, leaders that you know that we may not be able to speak to you today. Welcome to Beyond Kings 80, a kingdom that you must know above us all is still on his throne and is willing to hear any child that is calling and is willing to answer that call, is willing to respond that email or that text, is willing to answer them all. Share and subscribe. Beyond Game. Beyond Game. Welcome to Beyond Game 80. Welcome to Beyond Game 80. To you, Big Bible, you forgot ABC. Big Bible, you forgot ABC. To you, all of them are leaders, not God. All of them are leaders, not God. To you, a child need to learn to grow and walk before he or she begin to stand. A child needs to learn to crawl and walk before he or she begin to stand. Starting with the little children's first Bible. To you, stop jumping to Holy Bible. You will not understand it. Stop jumping to Holy Bible. You will not understand it. Yes, as far by, no dream. Yes, as far by, not even a vision. You will not understand it. This is why your prayers are are not being answers. Yes, this is why your prayers are not being answered. A child knows who is the father or who is the mother because he grew up while he was seeing them, and he knows as he approached each one of them. So you must learn the vocabulary or the ways of how the child grew up. So as you begin to know that you are a child, indeed, time for people to let go of that name, that you are somebody that can own his own kingdom. It shall obviously arrive. Today, let go to season 10, a way to start walking as we begin to complete all the seasons. You have right to move to next level where you can pick any Bible and there shall be understanding because you completed all seasons of being a child. Let go to season 10. Daniel in the lion's den. Daniel in the lion's den. Daniel served the king of Babylon, but other men were jealous of him. These men told the king that praying to God shall stop. No one shall be above the king. They said, anyone who prays to God must be thrown to the lions. Daniel loved God. He prayed just the same. So the king's men took him and threw him into a pit full of lions. The king, like Daniel, and he was sad. He went to the lion's den, fearing that Daniel would be dead. But Daniel was alive. God saved me, said Daniel. Is sent an angel to close the mouth of the lions. As we said, none of them is God. All of them are leaders. God himself spoke to Daniel as they put him on lockdown that no one is allowed to pray. Nobody is above the king. Daniel is still doing so as he knows God is above his mother, as he knows God is above his father, as he knows God is above their own ancestors. To you, you must learn how to walk as a little child until your feet get stronger. Years will begin to pass by as many as still making a birthday today. Welcome to Beyond Kings 80. Welcome to Beyond Kings 80. To you and your own Big Bible, you forget ABC. Big Bible, you forget ABC. To you, all of them are leaders, not God. All of them are leaders, not God. To you and your own, a child needs to learn to crawl and walk before he or she begins to stand. To you, a child needs to learn to crawl and walk before he or she begins to stand. Starting with the little children's first Bible. Starting with the little children's first Bible. Stop jumping to Holy Bible. You will not understand it. Stop jumping to Holy Bible. You will not understand it. To you and your own. This is why your prayers are not being answered. This is why your prayers are not being answered. A child knows who is the mother or father. And a mother and a father know when the child's feet are really strong and he begins to move with his age or her age. Let go to season 11. Let go to season 11, the complete of 1 to 11. Then we can wait for the next season. Let go the birth of Jesus. The birth of Jesus. Mary and Joseph were looking for a place to stay in Babylon. Mary was very tired. She was soon going to have a baby. Sorry, no room here. Call another innkeeper. Then he looked at Mary. You can stay where animals sleep. He said kindly, Mary, sit down, rest at last. That night, Mary had a baby boy. Mary called her baby Jesus. She wept him up and laid him in the hide in a manner. An angel had told Mary that Jesus would be very special. He was God's own Son indeed. God is still on his throne and still claiming that we are all his own children, that is including Jesus, that is including Muhammad, that is including Norman, that is including David, that is including Munde, that is including Alawin. To you, God is still on a throne, and you must come back to your sons and believe you are still a child. As you completed all the seasons, you have right to move to what your pastor is holding. And we believe 12 days will not pass by with no vision or clarification why you are alive. How long you've been praying under Jesus and not rain? How long you've been fasting under Muhammad himself and no dream or vision at all? It's time to know that God is still on a throne. As coming of the sun and heaven on earth, as going down of the sun, as for wind, and as God himself to clear it out to you. Wow, you are alive. To clear it out to you. Wow, you are alive. In all the seasons, we have 22 seasons, and this is the complete of 1 to 11 seasons. Wait for next season. Share and subscribe. Welcome to Beyond Kings 80. Welcome to Beyond Kings 80. This is season 11. Season 11. The birth of Jesus. The birth of Jesus.